Science has always been the foundation of development and crucial to how we understand our world. Without science, we wouldn't be able to grasp the concept of gravity and the complexity of the human DNA. We wouldn't have invented vaccines, the car, the space rocket, the internet or the smartphone. But even though we have come a long way, there are still plenty of challenges in the future that we need science and imaginative scientists to solve.
A green economy is about not reinventing the whole world. It's about taking the system you have today and start using it smarter and using the resource within the system for the same processes.
We need to start changing our resource consumption. It is unsustainable to keep on consuming resources in the way we do presently. So we have to start thinking and consuming and producing in cyclic systems.
A green economy is an economy that is balanced, an economy that doesn't require extra resources, that doesn't consume more than it produces. Green economy does have growth, but it's a growth that is based on recycling the resources and using them more and more efficiently.
Well, we need a green economy, and we need it because the world is a finite place. We have a limited amount of land, a limited amount of resources. We're in a situation now where we haven't realized that. We behave like the world is without limits. It's just endless. We can go on like the whole universe is out there for us to explore, which is not.
Integrating green economy ideas in our food production systems means that we need to go from the current linear production, where we are basically using a lot of resources, so water and nutrients and energy in a very linear way, and also in a relatively inefficient way. So we are losing a lot of the resources in the process. So when we're talking about green or circular economy, it's also about creating a more circular production in our food systems. So utilizing much more of the resources that are currently wasted in, for example, nutrients or water that is disposed of in more intelligent ways.
Do we really need a green economy? Today, 50% of the global population lives in an urban area, and therefore the whole design of how we recycle between the consumption of food and the production becomes very important.
For many of these challenges, we need to go from this linear system where we are putting in resources, losing a lot of the resources in the linear production process. We have to think in a circular system where all the resources and the energy is recycled or recovered and reused. So in principle, no waste.
It's about just changing the course. We are just driving towards the wall in the car, and we put our foot on the accelerator. Preferably we should just lift our foot from the accelerator, slow down a little bit, and then we should start changing course.
The biggest challenge may in fact be to open people's eyes to the possibilities to act, rather than being constantly alert.
The good news in this context is that we actually have many of the technologies available. However, it is also about developing sort of the adaptation of the technologies and the intelligent part of it, saying how can we do these technologies in a reasonably economical way, because none of these changes are going to happen by market forces alone.
The main message here is that everybody knows we need to do this. And if we do today, we can do with a 5 to 10% change. But if you wait a year, 5 years, 10 years, we are talking about radical changes.
So we need to have young people develop new technologies, but also to refine how these technologies are adopted to production systems. And this goes very much for the entire chain of food production.
We need young people with sharp minds and with passion and drive who want to save the world. They say, oh, come on, saving the world, come on. But that's true. It is about saving the world. It is about making this world for real a better place. If we integrate all these technologies and we make a green economy, how will the world look like? It will be a world where you don't throw away food. It will be a world where you recycle much more than we do today. But what's the problem in that?
All we know is that there is no doubt that the current direction or path that we are on is not going to be sustainable. We need to change direction. And for that reason, of course, the earlier we make that change, the better.